Okay, Liger, do you have anything to say?
Sure. Yes, I agree. Littler Bay is so cute. And when Rum asks where the mother is, he just sniffs. He's like that, goes, it's so cute. But anyway, yeah. Okay, is it Milha?
Mila.
Mila. Okay, Mila. I think when she's first introduced, she's a strong character. I'm not saying that as a compliment. She looks like an interesting character. But yeah, I immediately didn't want to like her because there's friction between her and Rumble. Mostly it's her side. You feel so bad for Rumble because he's such a pushover and such a wooby. But you know, I don't know how to feel because at first I automatically want to hate her because she's insulting him. But then, like you said, she softens when she sees Bay, so she's not completely heartless. She has a mother's heart. And then their conversation did shed a lot of light. It makes you wonder if they did leave the town, would things have worked out? Like you said, you don't think so. She has too much of a wild spirit to like be tethered to him, because he's not just afraid of fighting war. He's afraid of change, of leaving. He's just basically afraid of everything.
Yeah.
Like, he just wants to stay in the shell, stay where he is, because that's the safest place for him.
That's what he knows.
Yeah. And she can't stand that. And when she says that she'll try for Bay, I wanted to believe her, but I'm like, no, she's not going to try at all. But that was a very strong scene. Great acting from Robert and Octopus, who plays Mila. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, you're Red.
All right. Yeah. It was nice to go back to see Rumble pre-Dark One.
Yeah.
Granted, with pre-Dark One, I always over. But it proves that not only can Robert Carlyle do two personalities, but 3 personalities.
Yes.
3 personalities. Oh my goodness, 3 in one show. Can you imagine that?
Love that man.
In one episode. Doing 3.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That must have been tiring episode to do for him. 3
You
different ones.
saw all 3 ranges of him in one entire episode. It was awesome. Bravo, writers of once. Anyway, and bravo, Robert Carlyle, if you're listening. Anyway, as for Mila, like you said, I wanted to hate her right from the get-go, but I couldn't, just simply because she is that strong character, and she's a character I would love to play. Granted, you know, at that point, she's a bitch, but she's a character I wouldn't mind to playing compared to, say, Korra. Because Korra is so flat in my mind. The two female characters I would love to play now is Mila and Regina. Just because there's so much meat to them.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else was I going to say? Again, with her saying she could try for Bay, I wanted to feel my heart. And, you know, maybe she might have had she not have met Killian. But yeah, I do see she may not be the spinner's wife material. But I do see her as being a mother type.
Yeah.
Just, you know, if she happened to have had another child with Killian, if they had if Rumple would have given her a chance, you know, maybe possibly that would have been the family that she was looking for. I just felt sorry for little Bay, that he had to be in the center of it all. That he had to have been born and to witness all this between his parents. That's my view on things. You know?
Yeah.
That's my view. So that's, yeah. I'm a teacher. Sorry, guys, listening. I'm a teacher. I work with little kids every day. I'll focus probably more, if there's little kids involved, I'll focus more on the kids and that type of thing. According to you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Back in Storybrooke, Belle is waiting for Gold to come into the house. He was going to make her breakfast. Aww. Belle confronts him about what he was doing in the basement. Belle wants Gold to be honest with her. She wants to know why he needs magic. He won't tell her. She says that he does not need power, he needs courage to let her in. Anything you guys want to say, or?
Yeah, this conversation frustrates me because when she asks why he brought the magic, he keeps saying, well, because magic is power. You think he'd know that he'd score more points if he just told the truth, which is much more noble than just because magic is power. But I think it's showing us that he still doesn't trust her. He knows she's good, but he doesn't want this secret of his to get out for some reason. He doesn't want it to be ruined in any way because he's been set back so many times and he just wants to get his son. So it shows that he's untrusting even of the woman he loves, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something too?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think he's, well, in a way he's, later on, obviously, he says, but I am telling her the truth, but it's not the truth that she wants to hear.
Yeah.
But the reason why I think that he's not being open with her right now is because of the relationship he had with Mila. He doesn't want to let Belle in. Heart, basically.
Yeah.
By going with the captain. And therefore, he doesn't want that to happen to him again. So in a way, yes, he's a coward. But he's got... what's the word I'm looking for? He's got...
Trust issues?
He's got reason, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And a decent enough reason in my mind. Yes, he should be open with her, but he's got a decent enough reason not to be.
Okay.
That's my view on things. Alright, continue.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on, I'm sorry.
What?
I thought of something else. It frustrates me, again, because when she, in episode 1 of this season, when he's like, I'm a monster, she's like, but don't you see, that's exactly what I must say. You get the sense that, okay, she's willing to work with him. She knows things have to progress. And yet here she is, 4 days later, saying, nope, you're hopeless.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
I know, and he hasn't even done anything monstrous, aside from just using power. He's not using it for...
Aside from the rape, yeah, he hasn't done anything monstrous.
Well, yeah, but the whole her staying with him was established after that, so...
Right.
That's, I guess, forgiven, or on the back burner.
Yeah.
But he hasn't done anything vengeful. He's just practicing magic and just like, you have a
keeping
change
stuff from her, like lying or not being truthful. I think that's the most thing that she's getting at, is that because he's not truthful with her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just because of over this issue, he won't tell her why he wants the magic? Mm-hmm. That's what's bothering her?
I think so.
Well, then she needs to make up her frickin' mind what the problem is, because the whole first problem was because you're a monster, and I'll help you get through that. Well, now it's because you're dishonest, so deal breaker. It's like, make up your mind, Belle.
Yeah, but I love... Yeah, go ahead.
Don't get me wrong, I think Belle is awesomely strong in this episode, but this scene, I was like, gosh darn it, Belle.
Right, it's
make up your mind.
Are you seriously going to break up with him because of this? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And I guess that later on, I guess that's what kind of made me go, no.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
Okay. Back in Fairy Tale Land, a woman comes to Rumpel's door saying he needs to get to the docks. The men who were at the tavern has taken Mila and are getting ready to leave. Rumpel gets to the docks and you see Hook's ship. That ship was used in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Sorry.
Rumpel trips onto the ship. Tilligan Jones is a captain, and he will be Captain Hook. He is a looker, and I am happy with him so far. But I do hope he gets eviler. He seems to be toned down, and I miss the red in his outfit. He would have, and that he would have longer hair. I don't think his short, neat hair says Spot the Pirate. And where is his hat? So far, he's not my fave Hook, but I still do like him. I just wish he gets better. Oh, and he has my last name.
Yeah, this was one point, if I may speak.
Yeah.
Where I just felt bad for Pre-Dark One Rumpel. Just totally bad. You know? I felt like crying for the poor guy.
Yeah.
Because he was so pathetic. I wanted to cry for him. He was so pathetic and he looked so old.
Oh my god.
Well, and he looked so old, you know? And it couldn't have been, you know, more than 10 years apart, if that. You know what I mean? At that point. But anyway.
And Rum?
Anyway, yeah, I just felt so sad for the pathetic Rumpel at that point.
I agree with you, Ray. I didn't feel that Captain Hook was evil, and I think that's the point. The show is all about showing how evil isn't it's not born, it's made. I think he was, a guy with distorted moral values, but he's
just an asshole, and then he turns evil.
Yeah. Right, he has no qualms about stealing a man's wife, but he is a man of code.
Yeah.
Right, but I do feel, watch this scene again and watch Killigan's face when he talks to Rum. When he throws that sword down, it says pick it up. It's almost like he is rooting for Rum to pick up the sword. If he could just pick it up, like, he would give back Mila.
Exactly.
But Rum doesn't even try because he's too afraid, and so he's like, you know what? Cowards
I
get
deserve Mia. Yeah.
Yeah, because by this point, he's not in love with her. Yeah, she's hot, but he's more about seeing this. That's my personal opinion. If you watch this scene, you can see it.
I totally agree with that.
So I feel like he's actually a decent guy, though with skewed morals.
Okay. Yeah. If you're done, I say something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like Mila is testing him too, if you think about it. Because if Mila is there, I can almost picture her watching to see if Rumpel will pick up that sword and defend her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Or Captain Jones would go down below and say, guess what your husband just said? He challenged me to a duel. What?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So I feel awful that Rumpel didn't. So he kind of, I hate saying this, but he did get what he deserves because he didn't even try. Yeah. And it's heartbreaking when he says, what I'm going to tell my son, find out the truth. But I think that's unfair to place the blame on him because it's a wife running away. That's why I'm pissed off at her, because they make it out to be his cowardice, but really, she was running away.
Right.
So he had to live with that burden, thinking it was all his fault, but she was running away. She wasn't kidnapped. Blah.
Right. She wasn't kidnapped. She was running.
Yeah.
But I still say that if Rumpel had picked up that sword to even challenge him,
Yeah.
Killian would have said something like, "Okay, I'll set her free. You deserve her."
Yeah.
But anyway, you can continue if you want.
Like,